This revision video is on the uses and applications of electromagnetic waves. This is applicable to all students, but only higher tier students need to be able to explain why those wave types are used for those applications. So let's quickly recap the order electromagnetic spectrum. We have low energy radio waves, and as the wavelength gets shorter, we get to higher energy. And the amount of energy the wave carries, the amount of energy the wave transfers, is basically the reason why they're used. So radio waves are low energy, but they are used for television and radio. Television radio signals, and that's because the radio waves can be generated from alternating current, and alternating current can generate radio waves. So that is the reason why. There are no risks of radio waves. They are not ionizing, so they do not lead or increase the risk of cancer. Microwaves have got higher energy, so we use them for satellite communications. Use it for satellite communications, and the reason why we can use microwaves for satellite communications is they've got higher energy, so they can transmit through clouds and the atmosphere. We can also use microwaves for cooking food because they're higher energy. Microwaves can be potentially hazardous because they may be able to overheat human tissues. Infrared have got more energy, so they've got more energy, they're useful for cooking food. And infrared is a way of transferring heat energy via radiation. And because it's a way of transferring heat energy, infrared can be used for electrical heaters. And because it's useful for transferring heat energy, it can be used for cooking food, such as toasters and grills. So cooking food, heaters, cooking food, and infrared transfers heat energy, so also infrared cameras. And you've probably seen infrared cameras on police spy films or police chase programs where you see those glowing colours. It detects the change in thermal energy. Visible light. Visible light is the only type of light, it's the only part of the electromagnetic spectrum that we can see, and it's used for fibre optic communications. Fibre optic communications is things like fibre broadband, really quick, and the reason why it's quick broadband is because the signal near the speed of light. Ultraviolet is now one of the ionizing types of radiation, electromagnetic radiation. It's very high energy, so it is hazardous. We use ultraviolet for high efficiency lamps or energy efficient lamps, which means they use more energy efficiently, more energy usefully. So energy efficient bulbs or lamps. And ultraviolet is used in sun tanning, so sunbeds. Ultraviolet also naturally comes from the sun, which is what causes your skin tissues to be damaged, causes your skin tissues to age, causes skin damage to the cells. X-rays and gamma rays we can use for medical treatments and scanning. Medical imaging and scanning. For example, if we think you've got a broken arm, we can use an X-ray and see where the waves are absorbed, where they're transmitted. Where they're transmitted, there must be a break. Where they're absorbed, there's solid bone. And we can use gamma rays for treatments. For example, if there's a tumour in the body that can't be surgically removed, we can focus the gamma rays on that certain point and destroy the tumour. So for example, if there was to be a tumour inside the brain, it would be quite difficult to surgically remove that. So we focus the gamma rays on that point, and it could destroy the tumour. It is a treatment.